Hello and welcome to this episode of Community Connections, airing right here on OROMIA11. I am your host, Anna Orr, and today we are talking all things primary election and what you need to know concerning casting your vote. This is going to be a really good episode with some really beneficial information. Please stay tuned. You may find yourself asking, what is the Minnesota primary election? Well, I'll tell you. A primary election is an election in which registered voters select a candidate that they believe should be a political party's candidate for elected office to basically run in the general election taking place this November. They are also used to choose convention delegates and party leaders. Primaries are state level, local level elections that take place prior to a general election. Minnesota utilizes an open primary system in which registered voters do not have to be members of a specific party to vote in that party's primary. You may ask yourself, when is the primary election? I thought we don't vote until November. Well, the primary takes place August 13, 2024. A Democratic Party primary is the determinant for which Democratic candidate will run in the state's general election. Currently, 34 of our 100 seats in the U.S. Senate are up for election in 2024, including one special election. Democrats have a 51-49 majority currently. Of the seats up for election in 2024, Democrats hold about 19 seats. Republicans are currently holding about 11, and independents roughly hold about 4. As of May 2024, 8 members of the U.S. Senate have announced they were not running for re-election, so those seats are available. You're probably asking yourself, who is on the ballot for the United States Senate? Well, currently we have the incumbent, Amy Klobuchar, with other candidates, Steve Carlson, Ahmad Hassan, George Calberer, and Ole Savior are running in the Democratic primary for the United States Senate. You're probably also wondering what positions are available to fill in the primary election. We have the United States Presidency, the U.S. Senator, the United States House of Representatives, as well as state reps will be listed. Voters may also have one or more of these races on their ballots: judicial seats, city officers, school board members, township officers, and local ballot questions. You probably are trying to figure out how is the best way to stay informed about candidates and what their platforms are. I often look up Black Votes Matter. This gives us a long list of not only who's running, but also the different ways that their platforms affect our communities. What does this mean for Minnesotans historically if Vice President Harris and Governor Tim Walz win? Well, Governor Tim Walz will be the Vice President of the United States of America. Peggy Flanagan, who is currently Lieutenant Governor, will move up to Governor, giving us our first Indigenous person as Governor of the state of Minnesota, with our President and State Representative, Bobby Joe Champion, moving up to Lieutenant Governor. This would give us the opportunity to have a special election sometime in the near future. You're probably wondering what is potentially at stake if J.D. Vance and Donald Trump win. I encourage you to read project2025.org and hear it directly from the horse's mouth. We have listed so many candidates that are running for office across this great state. I would like to give a special acknowledgement to Tashida Wacko, running from Brooklyn Park City Council for the Central District, and Hulda Hildsley Mumanyi. If you are interested in polling location information and or who is on the ballot, what time polls close, things of that nature, and you are a local voter, please make sure you check out MinneapolisMN.gov. That is MinneapolisMN.gov. And if you are looking for national information, be sure to check out vote.org. That is vote.org. minnesotaprimaryelection.org. Lastly, just a few dates of importance. The Minnesota primary election will be taking place August 13, 2024, and the general election will take place nationally on November 5th, 2024. Unfortunately, that is all the time that we have for this special episode talking about the primary election. As always, I am your host, Anna Orr. This is Community Connections, airing right here on OROMIA11 Media. I look forward to connecting with you soon. Be sure to go out and vote.